Can we hate you?
Yeah, you can hate me.
All right.
Except the fact that you guys are just going to tell you that I've already played tennis for an hour and done Pilates.
Wow.
OMG. Yeah, crazy. I'm not going on vacation with these two ladies again, just say.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. No, I have to do that stuff anyway, because then you can sit and feel justified.
Exactly. It's so much fun.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Well, May was great. And it was really, really good. I mean, some of you guys, like when I was looking at the customers yesterday, I was like, God, double digit. Like a lot of people had double digit customers, which is awesome. Does anybody want to share anything like win-wise that was great? I love to do that.
I want to share our women's empowerment event because it was rocking. Like we had such a great event. There were
tell us.
I had this vision of just for like a year now where I really wanted to pull people together in the community and have like multiple generations of people in the room and have this focus be on like the total woman, like, you know, health from womb to tomb. And we had talked about it on the co-op, remember? I brought it up like last year and you guys were like, maybe not. So I was like, screw it, I'm just going to do it anyway, you know? And it ended up being so great. Like it was just, I think we hit a chord. Like it was so funny. I partnered with Jana on Sherry's team because she's really like rocking. She's got really good energy right now. And then, you know, pulled my team in, you know, and they did a good job of getting people there. I think we could have done a lot more, but it was the consistent thread that we got from the whole thing was like, when are we doing the next one? When are we doing the next one? Everybody kept asking. And I was like, that's cool. So, you know, basically we focused, I created a framework and it wasn't super Juice Plus heavy, but it was justified by Juice Plus, you know? So, even on the flyer, it said like, you know, let's say powered by Juice Plus or something like that. And, anyway, we struck a chord where we created like a framework of 4 different topic areas and everybody had 10 minutes to speak. So we had fitness, nutrition, spirituality, and then stress and sleep management. And the whole focus being that those are the 4 components that create like the framework for passion and purpose to emerge. Like a lot of people focus in like one direction, but they don't touch on all 4. Right. And when you can create a balanced environment for yourself, then that's where you're allowing that passion and purpose to come through. Yes. And so, and like the significance of living a life that way. I mean, there was not a dry eye in the house. Like it was just so, it was really great. And awesome. Everybody contributed something. So it really felt like a very,
that reminds me of like what Catherine used to do, the course that she used to teach.
Yeah, it was similar. Yeah. Like,
God, what was it called?
I know now I'm blanking on it.
Can't remember. Anyway, she used to do the whole, like everything. Yeah, no, that's awesome, Melissa. That's great. Yeah, well, if it worked, do it again. And I would definitely bring it up on tomorrow's co-op call because some things are going to be changing with the co-op and it's going to be important to have, you know, good events that we can put onto the community. I don't remember anyone ever poo-pooing it. I mean, don't forget Karen Jones's, what was that? The dream tours that she did. What the heck was that?
Oh, right.
They were really women's focused and it was really all about that. And I mean, Mitra Ray was out on the circuit doing, you know, those kinds of events and they were awesome. Awesome.
There was something about just tapping into the fact that like it's so easy to lose yourself as a female. Like, and my ending point was, you know, we're teaching our children to dream and to think big and to prepare them for this great life. And then for what? You become a parent, you put all your stuff to the side. Like you can only dream up to a certain age, right? You know? And it was like, you could see these eyes just pop out of their heads like, oh my gosh, you know? And it was just a real call to action, you know, that awesome. We need to really step up into our own space. And Juice Plus being a piece of it, you know, and like the nutritional component and all that. And like, I spoke to my passion about the business, but you know, how it's allowed me to have that experience for myself. But it wasn't like come join our business because of this, like, or come, you know, it was more on that subtle side of things. And it was just so tangible for people and everybody that came is moving forward in some way or another. So
that's great.
It was good.
That's great. No, that's awesome. Yeah. I think that's awesome. Good. What else? Anybody else?
My team finally had a big jump in pay line.
Nice. Good.
Yay!
Good, Danielle. That's great. That's awesome.
Go up instead of down.
Good. Yeah, a couple of those double-digit customers, I didn't recognize who those people are. which
Yeah,
I love. I love not knowing people. It's like, this is it.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
And it was good because a lot of it was Tower Garden orders, new Tower Garden customers.
So here's a question. Will that sustain?
Well, for 12 months.
So most of your people put them on installments?
Yeah, they were all on installments. They were
That's
all
good.
on installments. With exception of one that was under me, which was a school. But I'm not worried about myself.
Right. Yeah, that's great, Danielle. That's great. That's good. That feels good. Good for you. Good for you. Mama Hagel, I mean, come on. 0 to hero. Where are you? Are you lost?
Yes, I'm very lost.
Oh,
no.
stop it. Come on. How many times have you done this freaking drive?
I am very lost. I tried to get off and go to the bathroom, and now I'm like at UCLA. Jesus.
Oh,
Lord, I hate LAs. Yeah, I am a hero, damn it. 0 to hero, that's me.
Tell me what is going on.
My mindset is clear.
Yeah, I mean, I just have to say, Chris, I've known you for a long time, and I've been a big part of what's been going on in your life for the last 2 years. And I feel like you've taken the leap over the bridge.
I did.
Yeah, and it's showing up. It's showing up in the people that are coming to you, which is just such proof that when we make that leap in our minds, the people show up. They just show up.
They do. Even and your team actually, some of them re-engage, which is a bonus.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a leader.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Totally. No, it's great. I'm pumped.
Yeah, got to stay in the game. Got to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Got to stay in activity. That is the key. And the activity's so fun.
Yep. It sure is.
Sometimes it's good to miss something because then you appreciate it more.
That's good, Chris. No, it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Going
true.
dark.
Okay.
Finding my way. Finding my way.
Okay. What else? What else? Mexico girl. Can you talk, or are you drinking a margarita?
Hold on.
Okay. If you don't want to,
Here.
it's fine, Donna.
Can you hear me?
But I don't want to take anything
No.
away from you. Okay. Yes, I can hear
I
you.
do want to.
Okay, good. I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a rocking month. Got signed up a new rep and got two past ones re-engaged. Definitely total mindset. Just been doing some affirmations multiple times in the morning, and then I get into a bad spot and like I'm on my phone, so I pick them up and I start reading them, helping me get out of that yucky place. Then we had a Prevention Plus that I really focused on. I've been in graduation mode with Josie, and ended up with it was supposed to be 8, so I had 2 last minute cancellations, surprise, surprise. And had 6 total show up, which is probably the biggest I've ever show up at a Prevention Plus in all my years. And it was for Wendy, so that's even better. And one of the girls I'm going to follow up with, and just looking at the business, she's a teacher, an older couple, he has cancer. I'm going to follow up with them because she's got to get on it too. She's not taking it, he's taking it. And then my other gal, she is re-engaged. She was an old customer and went off it. She deals with cerebral palsy, cystic fibrosis. And she does an amazing job of taking care of herself and is doing awesome fighting it. She's on a new drug, I guess, but she was really impressed. The boot camp over the weekend, which was conference level training. I mean, everybody was just blown away. I mean, and we just came back from conference, you guys.
I know.
Crazy.
How many people did you have there, Donna? You had a good group, didn't you?
Well, first of all, our Prevention Plus, we had 20 people in our team, between team and guests, show up for the Prevention Plus.
That's huge.
And yeah, it was huge. We took up basically 2 half rows.
That's awesome.
And then at conference we had 9, 11, 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
At the boot camp.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, at the boot camp. Yeah. Yep, that was great. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the training was phenomenal from start to finish. I had two, we had two new people who've never been to a boot camp. I'm sorry, three new people who'd never been to a boot camp.
Good.
And then the rest returning, and we swept, you guys. I was just like, again, back into that whole mindset. I'm like, I'm feeling lucky. We're feeling lucky. We bought raffle tickets. We walked away with 2 conference tickets. Both Cheryl and I got brochures, packets of different, those kind of giveways. And then, and then Brooke got $100. I mean, it was just awesome.
Oh, that's so great. That's great.
Yeah, it was so great. And then, I got a couple new customers this month. I got a new Tower Ground customer. And I got a customer. She's more of a family plan. She bought the whole damn package at the moment. So we're going to work on her for sharing the business. But it was a great.
That's great, Donna. You have a lot of momentum right now. And I do have to give you a lot of accolades, because I know that not only have you had a lot of stuff going on with graduation, which I'm like just amazed at how engaged you stay despite that, because I can promise you people I will not be in a year. But you still have so much shit that you're sorting through with your divorce. And I'm just like,
yeah, you know what?
I'm so proud of you, Donna. I really am. This is the real shit that you have to fight through every day, and you are fighting for your future. And I'm just so proud of you. It's big.
Thank you. Yeah, it's true. Amazon night, Saturday. It always happens. Like, that was just one thing that always just took me down. I go to these awesome events and get pumped up and excited about what we're all doing, and home, and it just,
you're in and out.
And like everything I could ever have to pull it all out and pull it back together, and I didn't do it very well. I tried again to do that, and I'm like, excuse my French, you guys, but fuck you. You can send me all the ugly, nasty texts you want all day long, but you know what? I'm creating my own life for me and my kids, and you can go jump off a goddamn cliff. I don't care. So,
yeah. Well, it's about, it's about you having your circumstances. Your circumstances do not have you. And that is for everyone. I don't care what your circumstances are. We do not have to be our circumstances. And I know that is extremely challenging depending on the circumstances. Some are a little bit easier to navigate than others, but it is a lifelong quest that I think, I don't care who you are, but thankfully we're in this deal that forces us to work on getting past our circumstances and focusing on our visions and our future. I mean, it's just, it's hard work, but if you can get good at it, and you've gotten really good at it. Yeah.
And it was so fun to see, like, one of my new little reps. She's very I hate to use the word mousy, she's just kind of in her own little bubble, but she came to conference or to boot camp, and for her to just see all these women on moms and what they're doing, and just, that's just our community. I mean, I loved just watching her was the highlight of my moment. Just watching her take in and realize there's so much more to life, and that what she can do with it. And, she doesn't necessarily need the money. I think that's part of what it's always been, but what she could do with the money, like, she's very involved with her church, and I mean, it was just it was so fun to watch.
Right. No, and it's the fulfillment aspect of what we do is just, I mean, it is so it, and we can never underestimate that, ever. We can never look at people's life and go, I mean, I'm like trying to meet with women right now that have a lot of money, but I don't care. Because either they know somebody that needs the money, or they are looking for fulfillment. Because I have all kinds of women my age, and their kids are graduating and going off to colleges, and they're like in the gutter because they don't know what to do with their life. So anyway, so it's so.
And people who like money. You know what I mean?
And who wants their husbands to make it all their whole damn lives? That's just like, that's gross.
Yeah, that's my mission.
Me, anyway. Wake up. Sorry. I mean, if that's not your belief system, but for me, I'm like, oh, stop. I can't handle it, because I can't ever be that person that's like, oh, can I go buy some chains lounges today?
No, I know.
No, done. I did it. Oh, guess what? I finally ordered some chaise lounges for the pool, because I'm so sick of sitting on, a chair. I mean, that's just me. But anyway, all right. So I don't want to take up too much time, but I do want to tell you guys about two things that have definitely been rocking my world. And I've mentioned this, so this isn't going to come as a surprise, but I didn't know. And of course I'm like this. Yeah. Okay. That I heard that from someone, I heard that from someone else. And then like by the third time I hear it, I'm like, all right, I better go pay attention. And so I put it out on the chat last week, and it was so funny too, because I just started using it. And then all of a sudden the NMD chat that Melissa, you and I are on with Steve, it was like it blew up around this Team Z stuff. And I have to say, I'm pretty pumped about it. Now, I have been schlepping away at this deal for a long time. And so I have a huge need to consolidate my contacts. And I am totally guilty of letting a lot of stuff fall through the cracks because I don't have a good system. And sorry, Pepper's talking to somebody. So I am pretty pumped about Team Z because it's going to give me a way to consolidate all of my contacts, including Facebook, of which we look at people that we're friends with every single day and we're like, what do I do with that? And I do like him. I like his focus on relationships. I like the results that I'm hearing. And I like having something that is just like automatically, like I already started. And I'm really focused on getting all my stuff done. And it should really only be an hour. He calls it an hour of power. You can take longer if you want. And it's all based on the outreach, and the activity is all based on the income that you want to be making a year from now. So it's all based on the goals that you get to set for yourself. And and then based on that, you get to reach out to as many people based on your goals. So you guys can go to YouTube and search for Juice Plus Team Z. And there's a couple of webinars that he's done. He did one for Ali Schneider's team. He did one for Jamie Kenzie's team. He's doing a webinar tomorrow, I think at 5. You can just go to teamz.com and search on webinars. But it's a free trial. What I don't like is that it's $30 a month. I mean, like for me, that's fine. I don't care. That's like cheap. But I don't love that it's a little cheaper for newer people. I wish it were a little cheaper. And I think like if enough NMDs give corporate a hard time and they're like, look, we need this. It's really good. It's working. It is working for a lot of organizations. So if it's working for enough NMDs, they'll do something about it. But we all know corporate things take time. So I don't know. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know that like whenever I do something or I try something, I just always want you to know. So the second thing that happened to me about...
Well, can I say something just about the Team Z thing? Because
yeah,
I tried this a year ago.
Oh.
And
I
yeah.
didn't know anything about it.
I heard about it. I tried it. I couldn't get my ish together to get it working. And it required, like Donna, you'll love it. You'll be amazing and get it all like squared away. For me, I feel like it wasn't pulling itself together, and it probably just for the lack of focus on my part and determination to take a half a day and like make it happen.
It took me 2 hours to rank my contacts. You do want to set aside a couple hours to rank because that's the beauty of it. You're like, ew, I don't want that person on my team. Like they're a Facebook friend, and yes, you've got to clean out all the obnoxious Juice Plus people that we all have as Facebook friends, which was a huge awareness for me that I have way too many Facebook friends that are Juice Plus people taking up space for prospects. You got to weed all that shit out. But then once you do, it's beautiful because it tells you, here's my dream team members. They're coming to me because they're level 4s, and I'm going to reach out to them more because they're level 4s. But I don't really care about Aunt Sally because I don't want her on my team anyway. And so she's a 2 because God bless her, she should have complete. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, it just funnels it all into you. And I mean, it took me 2 hours to download my people from the virtual office and Facebook and rank them. And I didn't know you knew about it a year ago, but I think in the year since, he has customized everything for Juice Plus because there's so many NMD teams that are using him.
That was the issue in the beginning. Yeah. So that's better then, because it was almost like I was trying to fit into a mold of network marketing, not Juice
Right.
Plus.
Yeah.
That's why I never said anything, because it just didn't seem to fit. There was another a group that I was looking into. It's called Hilo, HILO.
Okay.
Similar system, and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, use it, don't use it. Some people have a system that works. Some people really, have it all wired from their phones or whatever. I'm here to tell you, I do not. And the other thing that I love is that one of the activities, in addition to prospects, customers, reps, inviting, is adding. You got to add. And if we don't teach our teams to add, they're not going to succeed. They got to add.
That is huge. I think we should have goals set around like adding to Memory Jogger, you're absolutely like adding new prospects.
It's almost more important than
I totally agree.
Not more important than prospecting, but it's equal, because you got to add. So I'm adding like a bitch because I got all this old stuff everywhere. Go ahead, Danielle.
Does this system does it import your Facebook friends? Does it import your contacts? So you don't have to sit there and manually type unless.
No, that took 15 minutes. What takes time is the ranking.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can rank, as you know.
And you know what? I can kind of comment, Melissa. Yes, you're right. This is like my dream come true. But for me, I have so many contacts on Facebook, and I just started doing this last week. That like the setup process is fine. That you walk you through some great little tutorials and do it. That's very simple. Then that you get to the contacts and you have to start ranking them. And I think that right now for me, I'm just like overthinking the process, and I'm just like, I just need to just dive in and just start doing it, and then dealing with the contact as it comes along. Yeah. Because I have so many. So I don't know, Melissa, where you were at with it all, but that's one thing. One tip I would have, like for you, Danielle, if you have used it, you may run into kind of a similar situation that I ran into. Just thinking it over too much. And I just think, right now I'm like, once I get back home and even while I'm here, I'm going to allocate some time to just start it up and just start doing it. And I can kind of rank along the way because it's crazy.
And yeah. And so like now I'm into it. Like I'm like 10 or 11 days in. And so I have a lot of level 3s coming up because that's their default. Everyone's in a 3. And so now I'm like, okay, how do I know this person? So I go to Facebook because it's a lot of Facebook people. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, but let me tell you, last week, reached out, don't know her. I'm like, I don't know her. Why am I Facebook friends with her? And because of the second thing I'm about to tell you guys about, I reached out to her, used verbiage that I got, and she's open to Juice Plus. She's open. And she could have just been someone sitting in my Facebook friends. We have mutual friends. She's not a Juice Pluser, but she's an athlete, and she runs a branding company for athletes, and she's open. And I was like, okay, all right, got it. So it's that kind of stuff that it's like, all right, this is why I like this.
And you can email directly from their system too. Is that?
No, it's copy and paste. You got to toggle. Teamsy won't let you do that.
Okay.
But you log, Danielle. And so then like for us, like, what did I say to her the last time? I don't remember. I mean, come on, like we should be challenged with remembering who we're connecting with, because we should be connecting with a lot of people.
Right.
I mean, we just should. So I can't remember every nook and cranny. I mean, it's just a lot of data in our heads. So it's good to log.
And they give you verbiage to follow up with people, so you can customize your verbiage. See what you're getting at.
She's saying that you can customize your verbiage, but they give you scripts.
Move on.
They give you scripts, Danielle.
Okay.
But let me finish my second revelation. That, I mean, you guys as leaders, like, you've got to know about this. You've got to know about this. And whether or not you choose to explore it and or share with your teams is totally up to you. Although I'm not going to be quiet about it because it's too damn good. So 2 things I did this month. I read this book, Get Over Your Damn Self. Read it. She's a 7-figure Rodan and Fields girl. Yes, they do it a little different. Who gives a shit? It's the posture, it's her confidence, it's her success rate. She's great. She's great. That led me to more things coming in. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Ray Higdon. He's an Eric Worre guy. He's more current and relevant because he built his multi-million-dollar network marketing business in 2009 versus like 1989, which is when Eric Worre built his. And it's definitely evident. And I kind of like see him here and there, like him and Bob Heilig, like they came into my radar and kind of been following them. And some of my girls in my mastermind were telling me about him. And so I got on his email list, and he has this thing called Rank Makers, RANK Makers. And it's a daily coaching program for network marketers who want to rank up in their companies. And I heard about it. I started getting his emails. They are very, he married a girl that was in a different network marketing company, and together they sold their network marketing businesses and they formed a coaching business, and they coach network marketers. So he's like an Eric Worre. And their spin is, in my opinion, better. Because they focus on a few things. They focus on social media a lot because she built her business on social media. She was 21 years old. She had 0 contacts, and she worked retail, and she just didn't have the time. So she went to 10 grand a month in about 6 months using social media. And they are very good on social media training, which I really like. And so I finally, like my good friend Kim, who I do really love her, and she's a business builder, and she wants big, and she wants, you know, she's a recruiter. And she said, Lisa, I joined Rank Makers. It's rocking my world. And I was like, all right, how much? It's $20 a month, 20. So I'm like, oh my God. Okay, fine. So I sign up, and my business is changing. I mean, it's changing it's been about 7 business days, and I am getting my ass kicked, and it's awesome. It's exactly what I need. And it may not be for you. It may not be for your people, especially the new ones. But his thing that I am impressed with the most is his posture training is invaluable. He will get you guys to have better posture. It's excellent. And his verbiage is excellent. I love his philosophy because he's a guy, and he's made millions and millions of dollars in network marketing. However, he is a servant leader for sure. He is all about 99% of the time, it's a smarter move to lead with your product, but he will not leave the business off the table. He will not, and he will get all of us better at sharing this business. And he gives you a daily job, like, okay, here's your action step for the day. He gives one every day. He goes live. So it's mostly in a Facebook group, and you could spend 5 hours a day watching old Ray dailies that he does every day. But my advice, if you choose to do it, is just dive in and start on whatever day you start. I think I joined on a Thursday. And then they also have a tracker. So they have a tracker that you fill out. So you start on Monday, and you submit the tracker on Sunday, and it's what we're supposed to be doing, people. It's how many people did you prospect? How many people did you sign up as a customer? How many reps did you sponsor? How many follow-ups did you do? And what I love about him is that he is really changing my mindset. And I went live on this, but I'm not going to really try to teach what he teaches, because if you want to do it, do it. And if you don't, don't. He is really, really good at helping us really understand that we need to judge and value ourselves on our activity and not our results. And I love that so much, because we can just get in the gutter about our PVC reports and our lack of whatever, myself included. But if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing every single day in this business, which is sharing my product and sharing my business and building for events, I feel good, whether people have said no all day long or not. And that is true. So I love his shift in that mindset. And he is also really getting me better at this whole time-intensive process of becoming everybody's best friend in America before we bring up Juice Plus. And he's not the first person that has trained on this concept. To me, my good friend Michelle Ball really got me thinking about this when I was in her pod earlier this year. And to a large degree, I think we have been screwing up because it is so rude of me to, how's this? How's that? How's that? How's this? Oh, and oh, by the way, because then they walk away and they're like, she just wanted to sell me Juice Plus. And the way that he trains on it is amazing. It's amazing. And it's authentic and it's genuine. And I feel good. So he's my new boyfriend and I watch him every morning and I'm obsessed. Now, guys, like I'm a 6-figure earner and I want to double, triple, quadruple my income. And I am not embarrassed or ashamed to talk about that. Not everyone in your organization has that mentality or that drive or that desire. I love to work hard and I will work hard in this business. So it may not be for you. It may not be for your team, but it's for me. And I'm loving it because it's simple, it's cheap, it's easy, and it's the right thing. He is getting us focused on the right things. So I have to tell you, because shame on me if I don't. And you can check it out. You can get on his free email list. You can get their book. I mean, you can order their book. You can that's all I wanted to say about that. And it was so funny yesterday because I was watching, he goes live 7 days a week. I mean, he go live 7 days a week. And yesterday I was watching and he's been at a network marketing conference. And, you know, the Juice Plus company will just never think that they're a network marketing company, even though we are. Just hysterical. But there's a lot going on within the network marketing world. And I think Eric Worre exposed us to all that. That's really valuable, right? That's like really, really valuable stuff. And so he's been at a conference this weekend and they were honoring this guy that's been around the block for 50 years, Larry Thompson. And I kind of remember that name from an Eric Worre conference, he and his wife. You know, they're old timers, whatever. They're like the Jeff Robertis. Well, Jeff Roberti spoke at this conference. He was there. He spoke at this conference. He honored his friend, Larry Thompson. And Ray Higdon honored Jeff Roberti yesterday in his live. And I was like, oh my God, like Jeff Roberti, like, is so in that club of some of these, you know, multi-million dollar network marketing success stories, but he never talks about it. And he doesn't ever give us that part of his upbringing in the business. So I just, it was so interesting to me because I thought, okay, well, kind of like Jeff Roberti, why don't you help us more? I mean, I think he does his team for sure. That's why his team is the biggest team in the company, because his philosophies are taught through Cheryl and all of her leaders, and they're just such master business builders. And but I totally was validated. I mean, I was like, okay, I love Ray more because he honored and like was super honoring of Jeff Roberti. So that lent him more credibility for me. And so you guys can check it out. You can do it for a month. You can get out. It's like, he doesn't care. He's like, you can come in, you can leave. He doesn't, he's way cheaper than Eric Worre, way, way, way cheaper. And because I think they just do a higher volume of business. They have a big, I mean, this group is the most active group that I am in, period. I mean, it's the most active and high integrity. You do not talk about your company. You do not talk about your product. You do not, but it's a really, really supportive community. I mean, it's cool. Like, people will post pictures of text things that they're texting to prospects and stuff, and people will respond, and not him. And it's really cool. So
Lisa, can you text that into the chat? Because I'm just not in a place where I can write it down. Thank you.
Yeah. And so I love it because, you know, I don't have a coach every day that tells me what to do. I don't, and I never will. And you know what I mean? Like, I didn't, and I still don't. And so, you know, I like it. I like it. So that's all I wanted to say. We're going to have a team call tomorrow night, and I don't know if you guys, I mean, other than just like the usual stuff, I don't know if you guys want to bring up Team Z. I probably wouldn't bring up Ray Higdon because I would rather have you guys, if you want to roll that out to your teams, you can do it. I mean, I'm going to tell my open if they really want to you know, have some accountability, it's a good idea for $20 a month. I don't feel a problem at all with a VF $20 a month. I have no issue with that at all. That's like nothing. So, because it'll pay for itself every month. It just will. But I do kind of want to talk about Team Z a little bit, just because I feel like it's going to take hold in the next 6 months with Juice Pause. I just know it is, because there's too many 100 Clubbers that are promoting it that have influence with the company. So, but I haven't really through yet.
Lisa,
Yes.
I already introduced it to Julie, and she loves it.
Team Z.
Yep, she's already hooked in.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, she's enjoying it.
Okay, good. All right, good. All right, good. That's good. The only other things I was just going to talk about is the urgent nature of events in the summer, because we have the summit coming up, and there's just so much pressure to get people there, and it's such an amazing opportunity. And then Danielle, you have your summit, and I know Donna, okay, she just lost her connection. I know that the Colorado team just had their event or whatever, but I'll talk to Donna and see if she has decent Wi-Fi, if she can address that at all, because it is so important that people get to the events this summer if they're going to continue the momentum and get to where they want to be for Tampa. So I'll talk about that. And then you guys can just put in the chat if you want to talk about the Team Z stuff. And then, and then the contest. And then the contest for Tampa. I'm going to always reiterate that contest, and I've got to do a flyer. I've got to do that this week. That's all I got, girls. Danielle's like, okay. You're crazy, Lisa.
Thank you. I'm going to say with the coaching thing, someone I've been following, I know, can you hear me?
Is who?
Shanda Sumter.
Well, yes, I know all about her, Danielle.
Yeah.
She's not a network marketer, though.
No, she's a coach.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and she is indeed.
Who is it? Who'd you say?
Shanda Sumter. Hardcore Business is the name of her business. She does a live video it's 9 a.m. for me, but it's 6 a.m. for you guys. She calls it 6 a.m. like coffee with Shanda. Like 20 minutes long, and I usually like little nuggets.
Yeah, she's good. I mean, she's good. I was on her tail for a while, but she's not a network marketer.
No.
And I just like Ray is he's just drinking our Kool-Aid. He is. He just knows it cold. He knows it cold. And he's just so damn funny. He's so funny. So I just have to stay focused on what is my number one priority, which is my business. And no other business but my business. Yeah. But I'll put it in the chat because I know a lot of you guys are driving and stuff now. So thank you for coming on the call. I did record